level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philskate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
You can basically spell, the stock market with three letters, F-E-D. It's about the Fed and it's about those stocks. I mean, you could put it together. The Fed is buying up debt, so trading floors have more cash to spend because the Fed is buying their debt. They use that cash to buy the same stocks that they've always been, which, to your point, Lee, are 1/3 of the entire market in ETFs. Thus, everything goes up, rinse, wash, repeat.
Rinse, wash, repeat. The FANG stocks, the tech stocks. People keep asking, that's all they talk about all day long are the tech stocks. Because it's the tech stocks, especially the four FANG stocks, and add to that Microsoft, add to that Apple, 6 stocks, has driven this market, especially since 2013. And if you take out these stocks, there'd be no market. It's amazing. This is probably one of the most dangerous rallies we ever had. In fact, if you look at a chart, and if you have a mobile device, and if you can see my chart, if you go back and you take a look, this is no question. When this market dropped, and nobody's talking about this, when this market dropped in February, we dropped, 38% because of the so-called virus. The virus. Well, it wasn't the virus that caused it. The virus was the trigger. I say this all the time. It drives me nuts when they blame the virus. It would have happened without the virus. It would have happened without the virus. We had no inflation before the virus. And when you have low inflation, that means you got economic problems. And with the economic problems, they kept, you don't keep lowering rates to 0% if you don't have economic problems. For 12 years before the virus, this thing has been setting itself up for this crash. So to hear, if it wasn't for the virus, wow, this economy would really been sailing. It's not true. If you go back and take a look, inflation, which is hardly any inflation, 1.2%, that tells you there's weakness in the economy. Because when unemployment is high and consumer confidence is low, and people, and especially businesses, where they don't make any business investments, what they call CapEx, that really tells you the economy is weak. And businesses have not been doing any kind of investing. No CapEx, no business investment, but they're using the money to drive the stock market up, buying their own shares back. And that is why this is the biggest bubble in history, because since 2008, for 12 years, these businesses, the biggest business, been getting all these big tax cuts, getting all the advantages. Few pay taxes, and they've gotten every advantage. And they don't turn around and invest or plow their money back to investing, what we call CapEx, business investment, which is a way that you get an increase in your pay. Spending is what we need. Spending is 72%. Our spending contributes 72% to our economic growth. Has anyone seen what our economic growth is? Are you nuts? We were told it's going to be 4 to 5%. Our economic growth is minus 34%. But remember, even before the virus, we weren't growing. Before the virus, our debt in the United States was growing 35% faster than our economy. Obama, I can't believe this. Obama's out there speaking, and Biden's out there, and don't people understand? Don't they think about what his administration was like, Biden and Obama? They couldn't grow the economy. Bush couldn't grow the economy. Why? Why couldn't Bush grow, or why couldn't Obama grow the economy? Why? Because the same thing. The companies refuse to put money back into their businesses to expand your pay. See, if businesses don't, they look out in the future. And when they look out in the future, they don't see prosperity out in the future. They're not going to invest. And that's where we get screwed. When they do not invest, you do not get a wage increase. In fact, your job gets sourced out to China, Japan, or somewhere else. 12 years, this economy has not been growing. So we knew all along, and I said in 2018, January 2018, January 16th of 2018, this economy is over. This market, rather, is over in the beginning of the crash. Now, if you go look at the stock market and you bring it back, and you can see the pattern and why this is so dangerous. When we dropped 38% and then we went right back up 38%, and gold is going up, telling us that 38% rally that we've had since March going up. And with gold going up, it's telling you loud and clear that the next leg is down. And remember this, we went up so fast after the market dropped. And remember, as the market was dropping and they're doing all this stimulus, doing the PPP program, doing the $600 extra unemployment check, that's what drove the market up in anticipation of that. So there's nothing to sustain the rally back up, nothing to keep it there. What you have to keep the rally, when it went from the bottom of that March, when it finally collapsed in March, when it went back up about 40%, you need to have the financials. And you need to have companies taking their profits and plowing it back into their companies. You got to have the financials leading and the companies plowing their money back in, and you need inflation. You need inflation. And they're telling us, oh, there's no inflation. We have inflation. We have inflation, but we don't have enough. I mean, every time you print money, that's inflation. So my point is, I don't want to get away from my point. My point is that because we had this rally go up so fast, there's no way this rally is going to hold. No way. Do you realize when this just take the March rally. Just take the March rally up to July. They're going to give all that back. That's going to be a 40% crash. We're going to go for another 40% crash. Nobody realizes. Nobody's talking about it. Fake Business News Networks aren't talking about it. We're going to at least have a 40% crash. We're going to go back down to where we were in September or December of 2018. We're going to go back down. The S&P is going to go back down and visit the low of around $239 on the SPY or $2,390 on the S&P. We're going to go revisit 2,390. We're at 2,000. I'm sorry. We're going to go down with the S&P to 2,000. Excuse me. On the SPY, 239. We're at 324. Okay, if you put up your SPY chart, the S&P is at $324. If you want to buy a share of the S&P, it's $324. We're going to drop very soon to $246. No question. None. Zero. It's going to happen. Are you ready for that? No, you're not. More when I get back. Join my gang. Phil's Gang. It's free for 10 days. Get your color-coded chart, too.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
You know what? I am sick and tired of hearing that we're in a bubble, that the Fed's overinflating the price of stocks by printing money to keeping the economy moving.
Exactly what they're doing, Kramer. This guy's an idiot. Exactly what they're doing every day. They're inflating the price of assets. They're dropping interest rates to zero, and the interest rates keep going down, and they keep trying to inflate the price of stocks. And when you keep interest rates to zero, banks can't make money. This whole rally has been for one purpose, to take the 1 percentile and the 1/100th of 1% and make them more wealthy than they already were, or they already are. It's the whole goal since 2008, 2009. So when you have, again, low inflation and you're a CEO, that's telling you, you know what? Looking forward, the economy is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And low rates tell you the economy is not going to be good. So think about this. We've had low rates, low inflation, and the economy, has not been good. We're not growing the economy. So how can the stock market keep going up? You don't have businesses plowing money back into their business to increase productivity, to increase wages, to increase savings, to increase small businesses, to get small businesses starting. That's the basis of our country, is small businesses, entrepreneur. I mean, there is more signals out there. All we've been doing for 12 years, they said, okay, you know what? They're going to keep interest rates low. They're going to just keep printing money, and I'm going to make a fortune. So Wall Street, the big boys said, I'm just going to sit here, and the market keeps going up. 75% of the time, keeps going up. And every time it pulled back 1-2%, went right back up because they made sure it went back up. This has been an incredible a rally like we've never seen. But please, I'm begging you, I'm reaching out to you. I've been doing this for 45 years. I've been on this earth for 74 years. I am telling you, this last rally, after we had the crash because of the so-called virus, which is a bold-faced lie, not the virus, but they using that as the reason for the crash. No, it's not. The reason for the crash is because we've, again, going back to 2008, all they've been doing is printing money, and they've been sinking that money right back into stock buybacks. They haven't tried to grow the economy. They've been growing debt. Not the economy. They've been growing historic national debt, $22 trillion. Not the economy. Think about it. They grew the national debt by $22 trillion. Household debt, historic growth of $15 trillion. Historic corporate debt, growth by $9 trillion. Historic budget deficits, $100 billion a month. Historic trade deficits, $80 billion a month. This is all debt. So let's check and see how the other side of the balance sheet looks. How have they been growing the economy? Let's take a look at it. Kudlow says it was going to go 4 to 5%.
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
Really, Kudlow? Well, it grew? No, it went down 34%. Why? Because look at the debt. And what has the debt been doing? Driving the stock market up for very few people. And if you're part of that crowd, you've made a fortune. This last round, when the market crashed in February because of the so-called virus, and the market shot right up 38%. This is the biggest opportunity you ever had to make money with the market collapsing. That rally, just collapse that rally alone. Just look at it on a chart. That rally is going to collapse. Never mind the market. Think of what I'm saying. If you go and take a look at the stock market and you took a look at the low in December 18, 2018, the low of around 253 on the S&P, and you go right across and you got another low right in that same area. That was the crash. Now you had the crash in February, right, of 2020. So this last rally we had, remember, that rally can't sustain itself. It's going to automatically come down 40%. It's going to come down at least to where we were in December of 2018 or in March of 2020. So that's a given. So if you're climbing into this market and you're clawing your way in because you don't know what you're doing, you're new, and you see the market going, and you're hearing all the hype, and you're jumping in, you're trying to buy these FANG stocks. You heard last night how the FANG stocks are up, how all these stocks are up. Really? Well, be careful, because those are going to be the first ones to fall. First ones to fall. And I'm not talking even about a market crash. All I'm saying is a contraction in the last rally. All rallies contract. And it went up too fast, too far, 40%, and it's going to give it all back. And we haven't even started the stock market crash. So what are you going to do? The biggest problem for you don't know when to get out, do you? Especially you folks who are in the FANG stocks. If you're in Amazon or if you're in Netflix, you don't know how to get out. Do you know when to get out? Or in Facebook, do you know how to get out of Facebook? When to get out of Facebook? Or Google, do you know when to get out? You don't know when to get out. And if we dug up J.P. Morgan, he'd second the motion. He doesn't know when to get out. But I know when to get out. My chart knows when to get out because it's proven. And I'll prove it to you by giving it to you for 10 days free, and you'll see. But I'm telling you, this last rally, not the market, just the rally alone is going to contract 30, 40%. It's 100%. It's going to. It's going to. So what you need to do is know whatever individual stocks you're in, you need to know when to get out. And my chart will tell you that. And it's not a joke. It's not a game. Try it for 10 days, and you see it's free for 10 days. And just check it out. You see it does. It works. It's just unbelievable. People are sitting back and just looking at these FANG stocks and think the world's just going to keep going on because of Microsoft and Facebook and Google. What are you, nuts? Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. Also, when you go to my site, my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe so that when I put in new My Take on the market, matter of fact, when you go there, go to where it says My Take, my YouTube channel, this is My Take, and you'll get an alert, and I'm going to tell you an update what is happening with the market. You don't have to be a gang member. It's free. It's free, and you'll see. It's right. What I tell you, I do by charting and the flow of money. And I'm the only one that has a chart like this that I know of because I developed it. It strictly follows the money. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. This is unbelievable stupidity. Listen to this.
That's kind of what we said in the late 90s about the dot-coms, too. They're all going up.
Yeah,
All
but
you
these
have
are
to do-
different, though,
It's
right?
a one-decision market.
Aren't these are
Yeah,
these are
some
different
of them
than
are, and some of them aren't.
1999? Right? These are real companies. They're sitting on, mountains and mountains of cash. These are real deal companies here. Why would anyone invest their money elsewhere than in FANG? Isn't this just full speed ahead for growth?
Well, my members, most of our money's been in gold for a long time. Some of our golds are up over 100%. Some of our gold stocks. Because why? Because gold's been outperforming the FANG stocks. Unbelievable. And he says, why would anybody be in anything else? Are you kidding me? Now, I have no problem with that. If you want to be in the FANG, we're in the FANG stocks. We're in the FANG stocks. So let's take a look at Facebook. So Facebook had a great report. She went up, and the previous high was around 250, and today we're at 252. So it dropped, and then they came out with the report, and then it moved it right back up to about where it was before. Now, I don't care that the FANG stocks keep going up and that people are going to keep buying Facebook. I'm glad because we're going to make more money. I'm happy. We're in Apple. Look at Apple. Shot straight up last night after earnings. The stock recently was at a high of $3.99, and then she pulled back to about a low of $3.56, and she came out with her earnings, and she went right back up again. In fact, not only did she go back to the high of $3.99, July 13th, now she's at a new high of $4.24. That's okay. That's fine. See, I don't worry about it, nor do I worry about Amazon. Look at Amazon. Amazon's going up. Because why? Because I know when to get my members out. Be honest with yourself. If you're in any of these stocks, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Netflix, Apple, Microsoft, do you know when to get out? Who are you depending on to get you out? And this is what I love. When they say to you, oh, it's different this time. Different this time. That's what they said with the dot-com.
Why would anyone invest their money elsewhere than in FANG? Isn't this just full speed ahead for growth?
That's kind of what we said in the late 90s about the dot-coms, too. They're all going up.
Yeah,
All
but
you have
these are
to do-
different, though,
It's
right?
a one-decision market.
Aren't these are
Yeah,
these are
some
different
of them
than
are, some of them aren't.
1999? Right? These are real companies. They're sitting on, mountains and mountains of cash. These are
What an idiot. These are real companies. These are real companies. Yes, they're real companies. They're real companies before. But when the market, when you got, I just got to laugh. When you got 5 stocks that are a quarter of the earnings of the 500 companies, 5 of 500, when these 500 companies start collapsing, and they're going to, because of our debt, but they don't want to talk about that, these fake business news networks. And this debt, not only our national debt, including our household debt, corporate debt, budget deficits, I'm talking about our global debt, historic. We can't sustain it. It's going to take everything down. Oh, the FANG stocks are going to keep going up? Now, as long as they keep going up, we are going to stay in them. Because what? What's the difference? Because we know that we're going to be able to get out in time before they collapse. And that's with any stock, not just these stupid FANG stocks. So we sleep at night, because when these stocks go up, I know this market pretty soon is going to just correct. I'm not saying a crash. It's going to correct 45%. Anytime now. But it's not a crash. It's just going to give back the gains after we had that virus And we dropped, 38-40%. And then she went back up 38-40% because of why? Because of all the stimulus, the PP program, the $600 program, the unemployment, all that. It went up, not because of corporate earnings. Earnings are down. When you have stocks go up 38%, but your profits of companies are down by 43%. Your earnings are down 43%. And your economic growth, our economy's not growing 34%. So let's think about that. You don't think this market, this last rally is going to collapse? There's nothing under it. What drove it up was these stocks. And they can't hold this whole rally up by themselves because they're not the financials. It's the financials. If they were up here, then I tell you, this market's going to keep going. Now, can they push these FANG stocks higher? Sure. Why? Couple of things. One is we got a lot of people in this country who've never been in a stock in their life. When the market pulled back in February, we had that 38%, 40% crash. They all said, you know, I've been watching the stock for 12 years, man. I'm getting in now. I'm getting in now. And you're getting everybody coming into these stocks now that never been in them before. The same reason what happened in 2008 when the market crashed. It finally tipped over because we had so many people coming in, don't know what they're doing, and they're buying the stocks at the wrong time. Same thing now. And remember, these stocks aren't going up because the whole, remember, these are dragging the whole market up. They're dragging up 445 stocks screaming and kicking. Imagine that. 445 stocks are going up screaming and kicking because they're not making money, but their stocks are going up. So let's make money. I'll show you. When you join the gang, go to philsgang.com and where it says get started, and that's our working investor group. Those are our stocks, our member stocks. Every day we post those stocks with a video, tell you exactly what to do. When to buy, when to add to your position, not to add to your position, when to run like hell, when to stay with the stock but turn around and reverse it, and let's play it on the way down, which we're going to do with all these stocks. As long as you've got this chart, and you will convince yourself in 10 days it works. It works. And you don't have to go to class if you don't want to. That's right. The program is set up. You don't even have to learn if you don't want to. We tell you what to do with a stock. Here, today, the Working Investor Group, Intel. We just posted this at 2 o'clock.
Intel. Intel, let's take some profits here. Why? Because we are red under yellow, but we're way down here at 18% with our percent K.
And then he just goes on and explains, what do you do with the stock? For you people in 401ks, anybody do that for you? No, of course not. Of course not. You know, when we get back, we're going to talk to you about the $600. They don't want to give the folks $600 a week anymore. How's that going to affect the economy and the race? More when I get back. Join my gang, and please help St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
You know, that $600, the reason for that $600 was to help the folks who lost their jobs, and mostly from small companies. And now we're finding that a lot of these companies, great many of them, about 45% of them, aren't going to reopen their doors. Those are the folks, that's where they got their jobs. And they lost their job, and they gave them the $600. So let's think about this $600, what it means. First of all, there's about 32 million people, okay, who got that extra $600. So that's 32 million people from our workforce. Some have college credits, but no degree. That's this group of people. That's who they are. Most people don't even know who they are. These are folks who work. They're part of our workforce. Some have college credits, no degree. Their average income a year is about $38,000 or less. And they are receiving now that extra $600 a week unemployment check on top of the $365. And they're making more now from being unemployed than working. About 68%, or 32 million people, receive about 134% of their pre-virus wages from their unemployment insurance. 20%, think about this, about 20%, well, 20% got more than twice as much as they made before the virus. Now, many of essential workers, now that means those who perform work involving safety of human police and fire, safety of human life and protection of property, okay, they got less. Something's wrong. Essential workers, our police, our fire, the ones who protect life, protect our property, they ended up being paid less. What are you, nuts? They're getting paid less than the people who are getting paid not to work. So the $600, even with the extra $600, 45% of these workers, remember, we're still below the threshold of a very low income. That $600, no matter how you look at it, you put it in perspective, because of that $600, these 32 million people, they are now spending well above their previous virus spending, and everyone else spending less. But remember, spending contributes 72% toward our economic GDP growth. Retail spending, because they were spending this money in June, remember they hit historic sales in clothing? It was because of the $600. Without that $600, that wouldn't have happened. But guess what else? They were spending this money to buy clothing that they never did before, and that benefited, remember, those people who had jobs in that area of the economy. Now, also remember that $600. Before that $600, more than almost 4 million people went from full-time work to part-time to no time to slipping into poverty. Delinquencies, right before that $600 came out, on apartments, rentals, home loans, auto loans, credit cards, were 90 days past due. The $600, that additional $600, regardless they made more than when they were working, and combined the $600 with the forbearance programs, the foreclosure moratoriums, it reduced the number of evictions, rental evictions. It reduced the number of defaults in auto loans, home loans. And guess what? That benefited landlords, homeowners, real estate investors, and the banks, the creditors. Also, do you remember when the market collapsed, the housing market? Homes were abandoned. Remember at midnight, people would leave their keys? We used to laugh. We used to call it the, midnight, I think it was midnight U-Haul. Everybody at midnight would bring a U-Haul up, and they'd load everything up, leave the keys on desk, and leave the house be empty. That has not happened. And we're in worse shape now than we were then. I mean, the economy. But they came in and printed this money, gave it to the people, so that wouldn't happen again. So that $600 made that possible. So we don't have homes in your neighborhood abandoned, getting trashed, bums living in a home, just parking their stuff in there, living there. Yes, 68% of these folks got more from unemployment than they made on their jobs. But they weren't making anything on their jobs to begin with. Why? Because since Baby Bush and Obama, they ran the country into the ground. They didn't do any legislation that forced these companies, these large companies who got these big tax credits and everything else, that they had be forced to take their profits or their savings from these tax cuts and plow them back into the company, into capital investment, business investment, which then increases productivity of your worker and increases wages, increases your lifestyle. It just works. Nobody did that. Obama and Baby Bush and Obama didn't force these corporations, their buddies, their pals who got them in office, didn't force them to take any benefits from tax cuts, to plow them, force them to plow them back into the business, or they would lose that tax cut. Now, the Republicans are arguing that $600 They want to cut it down to 250. Does it really mean anything? What difference does it make? The Republicans and the Democrats have screwed up this country so bad. Does it really matter? That's like a guy, okay, walks across the street and he gets run over by a cement truck. That's us, United States. We got run over by a cement truck with Baby Bush and Obama. That'd be like you running over and saying, I'm going to put this one more Band-Aid on. Does it matter? They put it on. The guy's flat as a pancake. He just got hit by a 20-ton cement truck. Does it really matter you put that stupid little Band-Aid on? Because that's all this is. If they were running this country properly under Baby Bush and Obama, they're running it properly, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be here. Think about it. 16 years. 16 years they ruined our country with debt. Obama created more debt than any other president. Baby Bush is an idiot. The Republicans have no guts. The Democrats are communists. And you really think them screwing this really makes a difference? And this is very dumb, whoever is advising the president. Do you realize if you don't give the $600 to these people, you're not going to get reelected? You're going to have millions, not just the 38 million people who are not getting the check going to be grumpy, but their relatives, their friends. You will not get elected. These are the people right there. That's America. Those are America. They represent America, these people. These people represent America. These are good people. They just want an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. They want to pay their bills on time. They want to try to save a little for college for their kids. And they don't make much money. They're trying to do what's work. Does it really matter? Now, if the economy was running beautifully and you people did everything terrific in Washington, doing things right, now you'd say, boy, that is stupid. That is stupid. Why are you giving people more money now when they're unemployed than when they're working? I know it's not fair and it's stupid, but it doesn't matter anymore. Look, join my gang. I can't help you with the politics of this crap. And I don't like talking politics. My job is to make sure that when the market goes up, you're in it. And then when it's ready to collapse, you're out of it. That's what I contribute. I've been doing it for 45 years. So join my gang free for 10 days. Get your color-coded chart. And remember, every day at 2 o'clock, we tell you exactly what to do with the stock in our portfolio. How the hell can you go wrong? Join my gang, Phil's gang, free for 10 days. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.